defeated evil. He overcame huge obstacles. And he tracked trouble to its source.
Ooh, frisky are we?
This summer, isn't it time for little Austin Powers? If you see one movie this summer, see Austin Powers. If you see two movies, see Austin Powers again. Austin Powers in Goldmember.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Hi, and welcome to the 8th period news.
Where nothing makes sense. Hello, my name is Dr. Evil. Just kidding. My name is Nasita Tom, and this is my husband.
Wombat.
Thank you.
Today we are lucky to have the use of Dr. Evil's time machine. Using this time machine, we will travel back to the days of the Civil War.
Hold on. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did, Nasita.
Well, let's not miss this opportunity to use our time machine to travel back to 1861, when Fort Sumter falls.
We're here at Fort Sumter. Let us watch as General Beauregard orders the first shot.
Gentlemen, for the glory of our southern state, mark your targets at Fort Sumter. Fire!
What a tragic event.
Yes, 36 hours of total bombardment from April 12th to the 14th in the South Carolina harbor.
This first action was what prompted Lincoln to declare war on the South.
And our next point is our Battle of Antietam.
In the September of 1862, the Battle of Antietam was fought.
This was the first time the South invaded the North. The motivation of this invasion was to destroy the Northern morale and bring foreign aid.
However, the Northern claim and victory prevented foreign intervention, and Lincoln was able to pass the Emancipation Proclamation.
Speaking of which, let's use our time machine to travel back in time to visit the English and French leaders.
We're here with the English and French leaders. Fellas,
England's better.
how do you feel about the Emancipation Proclamation?
It's a tough question. I mean, you know, I don't want to have to be involved with a situation where I have to pick and choose if I want to stand up for slaves or if I want, you know, to kick the slaves in the rear end because I don't like them. I don't want to have to deal with that situation. What do you think?
Well, France is on the France is in the belief here that getting involved without help from our other neighbor, England, will be bad for militarily. However, since we are, thank you there, England, since we are busy in Mexico trying to hold our empire there, helping the South can only help us in Mexico.
Hey, you liar!
No, it's the truth.
Oh, okay.
So, will you be involved or stay out of the Civil War in America?
Well, as I said, France will only do it if England comes in. And, well, we can care less about the slave issue. If it helps us with Mexico, we're all for it.
And what about you?
No.
No?
No. I think not. Goodbye.
Well, there you have it.
Goodbye.
Word straight from
Goodbye.
their mouths.
Always that mean.
Goodbye.
Wow, Wombat, what an enlightening interview.
Yes, it was. Now let us remember General Stonewall Jackson as we go and use our time machine to go back in time.
To the Battle of Chancellorsville, 1863, and May 4th. Yes.
We're here at the Battle of Chancellorsville to witness the shooting of Stonewall Jackson.
Ouch! That hurt! Who does a shoot? Honestly! Ow! You shot me! You a-hole!
General Jackson! Get him up! Get him up before the feds come! Up! Get him before the federals! Come on, the Yanks are going! I don't want to interrupt, but we're on the air here.
With the death of General Stonewall Jackson, General Lee loses his right-hand man, and the South loses their edge.
If Jackson's death could have been prevented in the future, then battles like Gettysburg could have resulted in Southern wins.
But unfortunately for the South, the Battle of Gettysburg was a huge loss, and the invincibility of the Army of Northern Virginia began to fade.
This was the second invasion of the Army of Northern Virginia to the north. Of Gettysburg, the armies meet, they shoot it out, and the Confederates push back the Union to complete and utter confusion. Lee decides to stay and battle on this ground.
On day 2, Lee planned to take both flanks of the Union Army and orders Longstreet to take Little Round Top. Both attempts fail miserably, which leaves Lee only one choice, but to attack the North Army from the center.
Day 3, the grand folly of Gettysburg, the famous Pickett's Charge. Lee's decision to attack the middle turned fatal. After this loss, General Meade failed to pursue the 15,000 defeated men of Pickett's Charge. This ill-conceived battle completely turned around the outcome of the Civil War. Now, if you'll join me and Wombat and some trusty jalapeno potato chips, we'll travel back into time to see Pickett's Charge.
Father,
Nice night for a walk.
into your hands I commend my spirit.
Stop it! All of you men behind me, stop looking at me! Now!
March!
It has to end here. I cannot self-terminate. My mission isn't to protect you. It doesn't work that way. Trust me. What's the matter? I see everything. I swear I will not kill anyone. Trust me. What's the matter? I cannot self-terminate. I'll be back. I insist. Trust me. Hasta la vista, baby.
Another sad point for the South was the fall of Atlanta in 1864. So far, the battles we have mentioned have all been in the East, but there were also those in the West. The fall of Atlanta completely eliminates the Confederacy in the West. To To rub in the Southern defeat, Sherman burned Atlanta to the ground right before leaving. What a shame. This victory for the North gave Lincoln a political boost during his re-election campaign and began Sherman's march to the sea.
Speaking of Sherman's march to the sea, we will all use our time machine, but hold on. This just in, stage manager?
The time machine is
Broken! Yes, the time machine does not work!
I'm sorry, it appears our time machine is broken and it does not work. So we will have to,
no. It's
Broken! Yes!
what he said.
The sea.
Left, right, left,
The march.
left, right, left.
Sherman. Oh, that is a lovely show. Where did you get that one, Matt?
I got it at Kaufman's.
Kaufman.
Yes,
In the
yeah.
mall, the Kaufman.
And the mall.
I have.
red lights
guess
on.
that-
We're on.
Oh.
We're not off.
Sorry.
Yes, right.
Go on.
Sherman's march to the sea had two sole purposes. The first was to cut off all supplies from the Deep South to Lee's army. The Deep South included Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia.
Yes, and the second purpose was to bring war to the civilian level, to make it so horrifying and devastating that man would think twice about going to war. This is also known as total war.
4 months after Sherman's march to the sea, Lee officially surrendered to the North at Appomattox Courthouse.
This was the end of the Civil War, but not the end of the slavery issue.
Our next topic is the assassination of our beloved President Lincoln in 1865.
Yes. The man accused for assassinating President Lincoln was John Wilkes Booth. The reward for this is
$100,000.
Yes.
The country grieves because Booth, in fact, did more damage than good, because he has assassinated the man who had the power to reunite the Union.
Yes. I believe our stage manager, John Allen Debbie Sue Maria Shriver. Yes. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine.
How was the wife and kids?
Oh, the wife is doing fine as
That
we
is
live in
great.
the van down by the river. But anyway, that just doesn't, I have some good news for you, boys and girls and kitties and whatnots. The time machine.
Yes.
It's functional. Yes, we got a time machine.
That is fabulous. That is great.
Let us use our time machine to go back in time to watch Lincoln's assassination.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting presidents.
Let's have a moment of silence for President Lincoln.
Our last topic on the 8th period news is the 13th Amendment. This is the formal declaration of the freedom of the slaves, from the proclamation that meant nothing to a formal amendment of the Constitution.
From shots into forts and into commanders,
The deafening sound of Pickett's charge and hellfire in Georgia,
to famous battles such as Chancellorsville and Gettysburg,
to changes in the moon that changed the tide, so too it was the Civil War that led to a surrender in the Appomattox Courthouse.
from the first shot to the last shot of the Civil War, both in April with only 4 years apart. Only this time, their shot was not in a fort, but in the head of a dying president.
And lastly, for a proclamation only worth the paper it's printed on, to its ideals immortally preserved in the 13th Amendment of the Constitution in 1865. I'm Nasita Tom.
And I'm Wombat.
And I'm whatever he said before, kitties and whatnots.
We bid you adieu.
Down by the river.
Boink!
Thank you.